Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for Zentangle Explore. Whether you're here in person or on the replay, I am so glad you came to spend some time drawing with your pens. So for this class, you'll just need a pen. Any pen will work. I have two things. I have a 01 Micron. I have got a Sharpie pen here, whatever you have, and then some paper you can hold in the palm of your hand. It can be a little bit bigger than this if you like. Or even a big sheet of paper, and even color, whatever you'd like to draw. And if you can hold a pen and draw a line, then you can do this class. So we're going to draw one Zentangle pattern really, really slowly, and we're going to explore it in lots of different ways. And so by that, I mean that I'm going to show you how to draw the pattern, and then we're all going to explore in our very own ways. So it's not necessary. I know sometimes on Zoom with the camera, you can't exactly see my lines. It's not necessary for you to be copying what I'm drawing. What I'm drawing should be an inspiration for you to create something that you want to draw. So whatever what if question you have, you can answer it at any time. You could say, what if I do this? What if I do that? And then you can do it. It doesn't matter if I'm doing it because we are exploring together. All right, so we are going to start with a brief meditation, and then we will draw. So get nice and comfortable in your seats. You can close your eyes if you like. I'm going to close mine. And we're just going to settle in just for a couple of moments to bring ourselves into this space 100%. Just begin by bringing some awareness to the top of your head. And allow that awareness to float all the way down through your body, releasing any tension as you go along. Just fully relaxing into the space that you're sitting or lying down in, wherever you are. Allowing gravity to hold you, gently tug you into relaxation, knowing that you are safe in this moment. And it's okay to relax. And just notice your breath as you're scanning your body. Say, oh, I'm breathing. Maybe you're inhaling. Maybe you're exhaling. There's no need to change your breath. Just notice. Just come into awareness. What is my breath doing? As you're scanning your body, perhaps say, where can I notice my breath in my body? So our breath is not an idea, it's an actual physical experience that fortunately we do not need to pay attention to, or we would stop breathing. The body just breathes on its own, but it's very helpful to begin to notice and to pay attention. So where can you feel your breath in your body? Maybe there's some coolness at the edge of your nostrils. Maybe there's a tug at the back of your throat. Maybe you can feel your chest moving up and down with each inhale, each exhale. Gently expanding, gently releasing and letting go. Gently expanding. Perhaps you can feel it in your back body, or maybe your belly. Deeper breaths come from the belly. Gently expanding. Tiny little rest between the inhale and the exhale. Gently releasing, allowing all of that CO2 to just leave and go into the atmosphere to feed the trees and the plants. Oxygen in, inhaling CO2 out, exhaling. Just noticing and allowing the breath to be as it is. If you like, you can take a big inhale with me as we bring this breath and our attention to drawing. Let's take a big inhale and a nice sighing exhale. Oh, nice big inhale. Exhale. Ah. And one last big inhale together. Ooh. And the exhale. And before we open our eyes, we're just going to set a little intention to bring this conscious breathing, this awareness of our breath into our drawing experience. As we come 100% into the space that we're in, bringing our full attention into our body and into this very moment. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Know that whatever we create today, or even in your life, or this weekend, or during the week, will be just perfect, just as it is. Hey, welcome back. All right, I'm going to change my camera and we will draw. All right, so I have this little 2x2 piece of paper. I have a 01 Micron pen. I also have a Sharpie. So whatever you have will be just perfect for drawing. We are drawing a sweet little pattern called Heart Flower by Jenny Lou. Super excited about it. And I'm excited about it because not only is it hearts and flowers, fabulous combination, but I'm excited about it because it's kind of a specific pattern, but we're going to be able to really play with it. So we're going to start and we're going to draw really slowly. So I'm going to start with just a nice slow line. So slowly in the middle of my page here. I'm going to take it right off the page. You don't have to. And my pen did a little skippy doo there. I'm just going to let that be. So nice slow line. And then at the top here, I'm going to draw a little heart. And there are a couple parts to this. So just draw along with me in the beginning here. And then you can go off and explore on your own. So this is the way Jenny Lou drew this pattern. So a little heart at the top, and then two little stems here on the inside. And then some little dots and a little circle at the top. Some little dots, a little circle at the top. And the very last part of this, and you can draw this in two ways. So you can just start by drawing a little curved line here. This would be the easiest way to draw this. So a little curved line right underneath the heart. And then I'm just going to pick up the end and and give it a little swirl. So there's Jenny Lou's little heart flower. And then she lines them up, so I'll just show you. So Zentangle, we don't draw all from one side. So she lines these up, or you can anyway. I don't know whether the example I saw, they were lined up. So I'm going to start from this side. We can draw as many of these as we want, but I'll just draw this second one with you and then we'll go off and explore. So I just want you to notice, let's just notice the different parts of this pattern. So we have this stem. Ask yourself, does it have to be a single stem? Maybe it could be a double stem. Maybe it could be a fat stem. Maybe it could be, or a thicker stem. Maybe it could be a curly stem or a wavy stem. We have this heart. The heart is a pretty specific shape, but it doesn't have to be looking like this little balloon. These lobes could be higher and taller. It could be short and thicker and fatter. We have these two little stems here, but what if there were three? What if there were four? We have these little dots and these little circles. What if these little circles were squares or triangles? What if they were colored in with color or black? What if we didn't have little dots? What if these little stems went up full all the way to the end of these little circles? What if there was a third little stem here with a little circle? And then we have this little curly swoosh on the bottom. So what if, and this is totally up to you, what if we only had a curl on one side? What if instead of curling down, this little curl went up? So many ways to play with this, even though it's a very specific pattern. So these can be long, they can be short, they can completely line up, they can cross over each other. They can be distorted. So just play. Ask yourself, what if I change this? What if I change that? There's also not a lot of black in this, really hardly any except for the lines. So you can add creative black wherever you like. And add a little extra thickening of the stem or a little double line. You could add leaves to your stem. You could have a heart flower with a little heart flower sprout. You can draw these little heart flowers going behind another one. So many ways to play with this. And you have your pen and you have your paper. And you draw whatever you'd like to draw. I think sometimes the hardest part is giving ourselves permission. At least I find that. It's supposed to be this way, or the teacher's doing it that way. I don't know anything about your creative process or your creative ideas. So I'm doing it my way because those are my creative ideas. And this class is all about exploring. And that's for you to decide what your creative ideas are. And so you try a new thing, And you say, I really like that, or I don't really like that, but it gave me a new idea. And that's always the fun part, finding new ideas. You can draw these from any side of your paper. You can rotate your paper. You can start a new piece. You can draw one really huge one. And let it take up the whole space. You can really play with the idea of a heart. You could free the heart from the stem completely and just draw the heart and the little swirls. You could abandon the heart shape altogether. There's no wrong way to explore, which is what I love about exploring. So while you're welcome to watch what I'm drawing, I much prefer that you draw your very own thing. It's way more fun that way. I find in the beginning that I'm a little hesitant. I just kind of draw the same thing, making small changes. Then after I get into it for a little while, I really start to think about, wow, okay, how can I change this? Wild thing can I do to make this really my own? This one's a little challenging because of the lack of black. But that just presents an opportunity. What the black does, or any color, you could be drawing with purple or red or yellow or green. Yellow might be tough, it might be hard to see. But kind of grounds the pattern. And there's so much value in noticing what you're drawing, even if that noticing is, I'm not sure that I like this. There's so much value in that because you are learning every time, you are discerning what you like to do differently. What you want to try next. Knowing that you can do whatever you'd like to do. And if you draw something you don't exactly like, just grab another piece of paper and draw something new. And the point is to draw really, really slowly, which sometimes I get really excited about what I'm drawing and I forget. So I have to bring myself back to slow lines. Maybe you don't like the heart shape. Some people don't like heart shapes. You can draw a different shape. And who says there has to be one heart in the top of the stem? What if there were multiple hearts? Just allowing whatever you're drawing to have value, no matter what it is. Just allow it to have value. And it's easier to do that, I think, when we slow down. Draw slowly, be more mindful. Start to enjoy the process of adding ink to the page instead of just rushing to get to the outcome. Slowing down is not something that comes easily to me, which is why I love that all of you come here to draw with me. It gives me the opportunity to practice slowing down and appreciating what's coming forth on the page. Noticing the process of drawing unfold. And just allowing it to be as it is, instead of beating it or forcing it or berating it. Just say, oh, well, that's an interesting little line. There's all kinds of ways that you can take the elements of this pattern as Jenny Lou created it and play with it. Really slowly. Some of you might say, well, what is the value of that? Draw less. I tell you that you might draw a little less. You end up drawing quite a bit when you draw slowly, but you will enjoy the process so much more. And you'll be more connected to the outcome because you took the time to notice the creation process. Super slow lines, awareness of your breath. Allowing new things to form. And saying, hello, new thing. Well, you're pretty fun. I didn't expect you to come out of my pen, but here you are. Aren't you delightful? I think when we start to begin to acknowledge and accept what's coming out of our pen, it's easier to acknowledge and accept the parts of ourselves that maybe we're not all that fond of. Oh, perfect, you might think somebody is. There's always something that they're like, no, I could be doing this better. Not because they have to, but because they want to. Because they want to have a new experience. Having a new experience is always the best part. Nice slow lines. Just saying yes, saying yes, yes, little idea. I'm going to embrace you. I'm going to see where you take me. I'm going to explore you. What a fun new idea. So I'm exploring, what if I start with the hearts first and then draw the stems and the rest of it? What would happen? What would happen if I change the shape? What would happen if I start drawing the heart from with a different way of doing it? So starting at the tip, the bottom, start at one of the lobes. I exaggerate one part of the heart or another. There's so many different ways to draw this shape. Nice and slowly. Giving yourself the gift of being able to recognize every part of the process of creating this little flower. Knowing that you are in complete control. You have a pen, you have paper, and whatever you create is completely up to you. Drawing slowly also gives me an opportunity to pay attention to my grip on the pen, to soften it. Not hold on so tightly, which is also a lovely practice for life. Just allow, not hold on so tightly. Just allowing what shows up to show up, knowing that you're in complete control of your own response to it. Nobody's making you do anything. So Jenny Lou gave us a little starting point, her idea of this pattern, and we get to take it into all kinds of new exciting places really slowly. And this would be a beautiful pattern to add watercolor or marker or colored pencil to, especially because it's just these simple lines. Okay, this is what I have created. There they are, all my little heart flowers. Okay, waiting for this camera. Focus. All right, thank you so much for drawing with me. There we go. Thank you so much for drawing with me. It was so fun. And you can find more of my videos on YouTube and my work at eternalpossibility.com. If you would like to donate to this effort, you can do so at paypal.me/eternalpossibility. And whatever you do, I hope you enjoy it and you bring your beautiful creativity to it and that you have fun. All right. Bye.